What I'm going to do is we're going to show what influence looks like over time as you apply these principles. So you may start off feeling as if your message is a very simple one with not a lot going on, right? And sometimes our message can feel a little bit like this melody that, quite frankly, is very unremarkable. Here it is. When you hear that, it's pretty forgettable, right? It's just beats and notes. Now, this is the competence part. That's the beats, those are the notes, and that is what we're going to be focusing on. But now, what happens if we add a little bit of connection to it? Like some chords that can show us the phrase and where it's trying to go. How does it change? With that connection now added to it, how does this change how you feel about this melody? Does it feel a little deeper and richer? Now, what if we were to take it one step further and you were to take the time to ask someone or to acknowledge their emotions as well? How does that change things for the sound? What if you took the time to validate the story that another person likes to tell about themselves? How would that change your message? Which is the beauty about influence. You don't have to just make it or break it once, but you can grow it over time as you show up with consistency. So as you think about your own efforts to try and influence people, how can you combine competence and connection to create more and more consistent moments of influence? There are people in my life and in this room that when I think about them, this is the message and the level of message that I'm sharing and referring to others. And yet the interesting thing is that when we first began, their message didn't sound like this. It rather sounded more like this. It was simple. Wasn't this huge thing, but over time, as they showed up with more and more consistency, with greater levels of influence, it turned into this. That's the power that your influence can have as you show up with competence and connection, with greater consistency. And the best part is, the more you do this, this is ultimately how you can learn the secret of how to rise above the noise and become unforgettable. That's the power that you can have with your influence.